What is going on, everyone? We're here. We're alive. We got a few things to celebrate. I figured, why not? Why not make this the first stream on Patriot Outpost celebrating justice, celebrating Kyle Rittenhouse being found not guilty by a jury of his peers. Absolutely amazing, phenomenal. We've been talking about this story for the past, 3 weeks? Is it 3 weeks now we've been talking about this? And I cannot get enough of it. And I need to close this part out because evidently it doesn't want me looking at that spot. This is the first stream we've done on Patriot Outpost, guys. I just set a bunch of stuff up, turn all the right things on. I don't even think I've had a moderator yet. Probably need to get that done. And yes, I see. Boom. Yeah, something went wrong. YouTube doesn't want me to look at the super chats. But that's all right. We'll catch them as they come in, everyone. We'll catch them as they come in. Alex McCarthy with the very first super chat on Patriot Outpost. This, Your Honor, this stream will cause havoc. Yes, this stream will cause havoc. It will indeed. Thank you very much, Alex McCarthy. And we're going to do a toast. Listen, I'm no Nick Ricada, although I think I'm probably streaming at the same time as him tonight. But I do have something we're gonna whip out and try. I have been saving this for a special occasion, some Johnny Walker Blue, and I figure there is no more appropriate time to open it up and have the first glass than Kyle Rittenhouse being found not guilty. So we'll settle in the stream. Let a couple people get here. I have no idea how many people will be here. First time we've ever done a stream on this channel. But thank you guys for showing up. Thank you guys. Raging Rhino for Aussie $7.99. I see a massive similarity between the reaction to the no guilty charge and the reaction to Kathleen Kennedy resigning at Lucasfilm. Just saying. Yes, I agree. It's very strange. A lot of triggered people everywhere, isn't there? Lot of triggered people. You are not wrong. You're not wrong. Jorge Barracuda, hail Havoc gang. Yes, I've never heard someone pronounce the word havoc the way Mark Richards did. I've had a lot of criticisms for defense attorney Richards, and I saw a clip because for some reason he went on fucking CNN. I do not know why he went on CNN. I have no real idea what would possess him to fucking do that. But he made an appearance that I don't think looks necessarily super great for Mark Richards or makes Kyle. I think it paints him in a strange light. And I don't think that's what you should want to do, even if you're done representing someone. I think it's pretty fucked up. Relatively punctual. Yeah, I'm usually relatively punctual. Spider Unlimited says freedom. Yes, freedom. Salty Army. That's right. Salty's fucking fantastic, man. Bird up for $2. Cheers for Kyle. Yes, dude. Cheers for Kyle. I might get fucking hammered tonight. Who knows? Maybe I'll just get fucking hammered tonight. Maybe that's what we'll do. And what I intend to do tonight is is take a look at some of the things that people have been saying on Twitter all day, some of the reactions, some of the meltdowns. I know there's a clip of Joy Reid going around that I want to watch. Mark Richards' appearance. I want to watch the Tucker Carlson, basically the trailer for what looks like a Kyle Rittenhouse little documentary that Tucker Carlson was filming. Not him, but his people. So that should be very interesting indeed. Wandering Paladin for $5. Maybe you can't look at super chats because of all the open tabs. That's not it. I think it's probably because I literally, this is the first stream we're doing. I just activated super chats on the channel. So maybe it has something to do with that. Not 1,000% sure. But thank you, Wandering Paladin, for the guess. Spider Unlimited for $5. This is not just a Second Amendment issue, but a right to our self-defense and basic human freedom. Let the Hollywood, sports, etc. cry, more colors shown. Yeah. And I hope that so many people have kind of educated themselves about how the prosecution's been acting, about how the media's been acting, all in cahoots to basically paint Kyle in a certain way. And I hope that more people go out and realize that you can defend yourself if you're infringed upon, and that you can legally do so. That doesn't mean you should go out trying to like hunt for trouble or anything, but that's not what Kyle was doing at all. It was the opposite. Kyle was going out there looking to help people. The defense did very adequately demonstrate that. The prosecution tried to lie every step of the way, and it did not work. And we are where we are, and it's a great, great thing. But thank you, Spider Unlimited. Yeah, we're going to make fun of some of the people in sports, everybody. At least Kyle had the sense to go with Tucker, and I think that's a good idea for him. I really do. We've got Dr. Rachel Lindbergh. Is that a new profile picture? Dr. Rachel for $10. Get drunk and have fun in the name of freedom. We will. We will. Thank you for the $10, Rachel. We've got Shell back in the chat. Even in a galaxy far, far away, it's self-defense. I saw this great fucking meme of Greedo as Gage Grosskreutz, where he was like, I don't know what happened. I was about to shoot him and he shot me. How dare he? Something like that. It was fucking hilarious. Joseph Singh for $5. Thank you very much, Joseph. The amount of racism coming from the left since the verdict is absolutely astounding. They know they can only get away with this doing it to Whitey. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's incredibly racist. The one thing I've noticed is that, well, and I know that Kyle officially is identified as Hispanic. I don't know what percentage of him is what. I think that most people assume he's pretty white and he looks pretty white. I don't know exactly percentages, but he's allowed to identify as Hispanic, whatever. The reason people are so upset about this is because he's white. There are a lot of people out there that have a lot of hatred for Kyle Rittenhouse because he is white. And their reactions to this are because he's white. It's disgusting. It really is fucking disgusting. Fuck Joe Biden. That's right. Why aren't I on Friday Night Tights? I was until about an hour and a half ago. Jagerbomb 2. What's up, Jaeger? For $5. May Kyle sue the crap out of those who smack talked him. Let those fools keep talking as it's more ammo for his lawsuit. Karma is coming for once. I hope so. And defamation's incredibly hard. Incredibly hard to prove. But I hope he can get as much money and sues the fuck out of all these people. CNN, MSNBC, Joe Biden, all these politicians, all these public figures who are calling him a white supremacist, who are saying all these disgusting things about him. Yeah, I hope he sues the ever-loving shit out of him. Fuck him. Timon Flip for $3. It's a little hippopotamus man dancing or putting on his clothes or something. He looks excited. Thank you for the super sticker, Timon Flip. Spider Unlimited for $5. Chauvin was sentenced in Minnesota and justice was served. Kyle free. Now it's not justice. Children simply crying when they don't get their way. Yeah. They thought it was justice when Chauvin got fucking railroaded. Yeah, his ethnicity doesn't matter. It was pure self-defense. There will never, ever be a more cut and dry self-defense case ever than what we saw. So much of that night is documented and on video, and the events are all on video. The case never should have been brought. It was all political. Barnes was on Laura Ingraham tonight, was he? That's awesome. I'm actually going to play a little clip from Laura Ingraham. I didn't know Barnes was on there. Really happy to hear that. I know he was on with Megyn Kelly the other day. So Bird Up for $10. What's up, Bird Up? The media saw the facts, knew he was innocent, but wanted this innocent kid in prison anyway, all for the sake of the narrative. The narrative's fucked, isn't it, Raging Rhino? Let's show Kyle some love. He deserves it. Yeah, he does. And I'm glad it wasn't a mistrial. I'm glad they didn't have to redo this. I'm glad that they didn't have to pull more money out of that legal fund, all that shit. Thank you. Thank you, Raging Rhino. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. All right. All right. So you were going live from a Twitter post, not so much from YouTube. I think I have a notification. I don't know if people got notified or not, because I've put out a couple videos in the past day or so. So I'm not sure. But we got to get this drink out of the way. We got to get this drink out of the way. And if you weren't here at the beginning, this is what we're going to have. Some Johnny Walker Blue. I have been waiting for the right moment. I've been waiting for the right moment to unbox this. Oh my gosh. Look at that shit. I've been waiting for the right moment. Get out of here, you son of a bitch. Woo! Johnny Walker Blue. I've always wanted Johnny Walker Blue. I've never had it, never even a taste of it. So not only have I been wanting to have some Johnny Walker for quite some time, but I was waiting for a good opportunity. This is the right opportunity. I'm no Nick Rekieta. I'm not going to pretend to be, but I am a fan of whiskey, and I'm really looking forward to this beautiful bottle right here. Johnny Walker Blue Label. Look, it's serialized. All right. It's got a fancy little, what's going on here? How does this come off? It's like a string. Give me that shit. All right. We got that out. Woo! Had a nice little pop on it too. We're pouring one out. We're pouring one out for Kyle Rittenhouse. Boiler the F up. That's right. Gonna take 4 shots in honor of Kyle. Oh, that's good. Look at that shit. All right, bottoms up. Cheers to Kyle Rittenhouse. Now that's smooth. That's smoother than what I'm usually drinking on the Twitch streams or whatever. It isn't a Jack Daniels cup. I don't know if that's blasphemy or whatever. Here's mud in your eye. Yeah. God. Justice for Kyle Rittenhouse. What are we supposed to like go say his name? Say his name. Justice for Kyle. You know what? Kyle actually got justice. We saw a bad defense at times. We saw a corrupt prosecution. We saw a disgusting, evil mainstream media. But at the end of the day, a jury, probably some of whom didn't want to, but inevitably, were convinced by the facts. They are the ones that declared Kyle Rittenhouse as not guilty, that declared him innocent. And I know that not guilty doesn't always mean someone's innocent, but in this case, how can you deny? No more clear-cut case of self-defense we've ever seen. Because it's usually he said, she said, right? Self-defense is usually, well, I did this, and that guy's dead, so he can't really tell his side of the story. We have it on video. Come on. Woo! Justice for Kyle Rittenhouse. Speaking of, we got to watch this fucking video. We got to watch this video. Now, one thing I do need to get is some Rittenhouse rye. I have not had that. That's on my wish list now. Oh, I hate it when it does that. I hate it when it flips out like that. All right. The most powerful video you'll watch today. It's from my nerdy home. I got so much shit in front of me I can't even see. So you guys can all witness it just like we all did today.
Kyle H. Rittenhouse, not guilty.
Members of the jury, are these your unanimous verdicts? Is there anyone who does not agree with the verdicts as read? Would you wish the jury polled? No. Okay.
Kyle?
Bro, that moment when he hugs Sheriff Easy, like that moment really fucking got me. Because it's like, for someone who for 14 months has had to go through this media slander, all of this stuff, you know, it's got to be fucking difficult. I can't imagine being in his place, being, you know, 17 years old when he started this process. Now he's 18. And with this hanging over you every moment of every day, with the most powerful person in the United States having called you a white supremacist, you know, all these people telling lies about you, the media, all of this shit. Of course he's gonna, you know, go down like that. The fact that he stood up like that for the first part of it, you know, he tried to keep a poker face. Nobody wants to cry. No man, no boy wants to cry in front of people. It's not normal. It's not natural. People who want to cry in front of people are fucking weird. They're fucking weirdos if you're dudes. You know, the reason that he had the tears on the stand and the way he broke down the way he did is because he was trying to hold it all in, and then it just came bubbling out. The same thing happened right here. And then, like, when he hugs Sheriff Easy, it's like he's nodding and he knows that he's going to go home. Not on bail, not on bond. That he's going to go home. And, like, for me, I did not record myself when I first watched it because I knew I couldn't. Because, like I said, no man wants anyone to see them cry. And I knew that, like, if that was what happened, it was probably going to be my reaction. So I didn't want to fucking show that. I didn't want to record myself doing that. So I followed up a little bit after. But you got to give a shout out to Nick Rekieta and everything that he has done. He has been so important for so many people to get exposed to this trial. And it's always been entertaining listening to Nick, regardless of the topic he's covering, whether he's talking about a failed comedian and a lawsuit against Dick Masterson, whether he's talking about someone who was canceled over false allegations and a civil lawsuit with Vic Mignogna, or whether he's talking about the most high-profile case, public trial that maybe we've ever seen in the past decade, at least. You know, I guess the George Zimmerman one would be maybe the last one I can remember with this type of pressure on it. But holy shit, dude, he's just done an incredible job. An incredible job. I'm not crying, you're crying, says everyone. I'm not crying. That's impossible. All right, let me catch up with some of these. You guys are fucking blowing it up. This is the first live stream we've ever had here on this channel, and we got 150 people watching. You guys are blowing it up at the chat. You guys are awesome. Thank you. Have a good live stream, sir. Well, thank you, some young guy. Hail Nick and the entire panel. Yeah, and I was exposed to so many other legal names. You know what I mean? So that was really cool. It was really cool. Bird Up. I think I said this one for $10. I did say this one already. The media saw the facts, knew he was innocent, but wanted this innocent kid in prison anyway, all for the sake of the narrative. Let's show Kyle some love. He deserves it. He definitely does. Joseph Singh for $5. One more, bro. What was your real-time reaction when they said not guilty? I screamed. I was like, yes! And then because as soon as we heard the Rosenbaum one, everyone should have known right then, because that was really the linchpin. You know, if they found him not guilty on that, I don't see how you could find him guilty of anything. So once that happened, I screamed. I said yes. And then I was even more relieved when the Richie McGinnis reckless endangerment one came back. And then after that, when I saw him, you know, break down and get emotional, you know, I got emotional. And it is just different little iterations of screaming, yes, yes, after that. And then I took about 2 minutes, and then I popped open OBS and I started recording. And that's the video that you saw in here right after. Literally just my reaction. I had to stop in the middle of it. I had to stop in the middle of that. I had one little cut in that video because I couldn't let that get in there. But thank you, Joseph Singh. Whoopa Troopa for 10. So happy he's free. Most emotion I've seen in a court since Sean Oakman trial as a Baylor student. All politics. I just hope Kyle can have some sort of normal life. Leftist blow. I don't know if that's going to be possible. Someone said, have you seen the Gage Grosskreutz DUI video? I have not. I'd like to see it. The blonde kid at a sports game with fist clenching and screaming at Simon. Yeah. I agree. Whoopa Troopa for 2. Got to take 4 shots of it in honor of Kyle. Thank you, Whoopa Troopa. Grant D's nuts for $5. Hashtag on all counts. Hail to Nick Rekieta for his flawless coverage. Bring on the Chris Chan trial. It's going to be pure degeneracy. I do wonder... I do wonder if the rest of that panel of lawyers that he got, I wonder if they will be quite as interested in the Chris Chan trial as Nick is. Nick is much more deep internet person than they are. That might be a little too much for some of them. You know, Nick's going to cover it. I don't know how many other people are going to want to cover it that much. Mike Hill for $5. Joe Biden expresses his anger for not guilty verdict. Hashtag let's go Brandon. Yeah, fuck Joe Biden. We're going to talk about him actually right away. Astro Walker for $5. Astro Walker says, so a pedo, a domestic abuser, and a felon all walk into a bar. And Kyle says, shots are on me. It's true. It's true. Thank you. Crispy No Ken for $10. Seeing the salt flowing from those who never watched the trials is hilarious as fuck. Myself and the other Kyles know he's not guilty. Shout out to Rekieta and others that covered this to the end. Cheers to Kyle. Cheers to Kyle. Absolutely. Mazit Wazad for $5. What's up, Mazit Wazad? I hope Kyle Rittenhouse goes full Sandman on the mainstream media and ending all politicians, entertainers, and influencers that defamed him. Yeah. And I think that I think he's got a lot. I think he's got a big case, you know, but defamation is incredibly difficult to prove. And, you know, Sandman, they settled. I don't know what Sandman got. Legal mindset. Yeah, legal mindset for sure. What's up, Rady? Good to see Rady here. I see SBD girl here as well. And again, first live stream on this channel, 150 people watching. You guys are fucking awesome. Thank you so much. That is amazing. That is amazing. Let me catch back up with the chat. Spider Unlimited for another $5. I'm glad I'm leaving New York. Mayor de Blasio made an ass out of himself today with the tweet, protests across Brooklyn for justice, good riddance. I think I actually retweeted that dumb fuck, if I remember right. I'm pretty sure I retweeted that dumb fuck. All right. Let's take a look at what Joe Biden said. Let's take a look at what Joe Biden said really quickly. Now, almost immediately after this verdict came in, Joe Biden had an opportunity to speak to the media. I don't know if he was in transit. Obviously, earlier this day, he had the medical procedure. He had a colonoscopy, and Kamala Harris actually had presidential powers for a couple hours. Holy shit. Can't imagine what that. I don't know if it really gets worse than Joe Biden. Is Kamala worse than him? I don't know. I know approval rating's lower than Biden's, which is laughable that anyone's could be lower than his at this point. But he said this, and then in a statement later, it sounds a little bit different. Let's listen to Joe Biden right here.
Well, look, I stand by what the jury has concluded. The jury system works, and we have to abide by it.
Mr. President.
I stand by what the jury, and then he mumbles a little bit what the jury decided. I stand by it. We have a jury system, and we need to abide by it. That's what he said. Well, that wasn't sufficient for the people that run the office of the President of the United States, which obviously at this point is not Joe Biden. They must have not been happy with what he put out there. So they did put out a statement. While the verdict in Kenosha will leave many Americans feeling angry and concerned, myself included, we must acknowledge the jury has spoken. My full statement here. So we have, God, that's bright. Statement by President Biden. While the verdict in Kenosha will leave many Americans feeling angry and concerned, myself included, we must acknowledge the jury has spoken. I ran on a promise to bring Americans together because I believe that what unites us is far greater than what divides us. I know that we're not going to heal our country's wounds overnight, but I remain steadfast in my commitment to do everything in my power to ensure that every American is treated equally with fairness and dignity under the law. I urge everyone to express their views peacefully, consistent with the rule of law. The last president who said that ended up getting accused of starting an insurrection. That's what Trump said on January 6th. Protest peacefully. Is that some kind of dog whistle? President Biden? That's what they would say if Trump said it. These fucking idiots. The White House and federal authorities have been in contact with Governor Evers' office to prepare for any outcome in this case, and I have spoken with the governor this afternoon and offer my support and any assistance needed to ensure public safety. But this first little thing here, many Americans are feeling angry and concerned, myself included. What are you concerned about for this verdict? That's an honest question. What are you concerned about? That he was found not guilty, that he was found to be innocent, that he was found to have properly utilized his right to self-defense? Why are you concerned or angry about this at all in any way, shape, or form? You didn't sound angry or concerned when you talked to the press just a little bit before this, but all of a sudden your handlers get a hold of you and you put this statement out. Joe Biden is an embarrassment. The entire administration is an absolute embarrassment to this country. That's not really a surprise. But again, the idea that you have to come out and do this virtue signal or whatever and say that, oh, we're angry and concerned about this. Shut the fuck up. If this person had been black and found not guilty, regardless of any of the evidence, you would be cheering, you would be celebrating. Oh, what a glorious day this is. Or if someone had been convicted of killing a black man, you'd be doing the same fucking thing. But it is all divided down racial lines because these people are absolute lunatics. You want to see how badly the left got blown out today? How many people did we see? Compare this. A black man could have never gotten away with this. If a black man went wild and roaming the streets of Kenosha and shot 3 white people, he would never get away with this. It's not right. Y'all picked a really fucking bad day to say some dumb shit like that. I'm just going to say, you picked about the dumbest motherfucking day you could have possibly chosen. Jury acquits Gifford man who claimed self-defense after girlfriend killed by sheriff's SWAT team in 2017 raid. Now, I can't tell you that I know everything about this case because I don't. I'd be lying to you if I did. I've watched nearly every minute of the trial of Kyle Rittenhouse's case. I can't say the same thing for this. I know that effectively back in 2017, the police did a raid on this man's house. I don't know if the warrant was served effectively. I don't know if it was done the proper way, but I do know that they started shooting. His girlfriend got killed, 10 bullets. She died, and he returned fire. He claimed self-defense in, the attempted murder, and I think he did actually kill one of the police officers in this engagement. He was found not guilty. They acquitted him over self-defense. The reason it's relevant is because this man is black. Ooh, God. What a bad day to try to claim that a black man would never get off killing someone or attempting to kill someone by using the self-defense defense. The truth is, the vast majority of people in this country, they don't give a shit about race. It's not like the media would like you to portray it as. This shit happened today. Published at 2:40 p.m. Eastern on the 19th. Just an hour after, like an hour or two after the Rittenhouse trial verdict. These people are constantly just getting blown the fuck out. It is embarrassing. Oh, shit. We got some protests going on. What the fuck? Are these dumb fucks really still marching for George fucking Floyd? Holy shit. I just saw... Oh, yeah. Keith Olbermann. Yeah, look at this dude. Thanks, Ron. I saw this earlier. Keith Olbermann says, fuck this murderer after Kyle Rittenhouse is acquitted. What an incredible piece of shit. What an incredible piece of shit he is. I see $2 from Spider Unlimited. Kamala first female prez, not Hillary. Roasted. Yes, poor Hillary. Poor Hillary. But I did also, let me share my audio. We have some footage here. It's from Katie Davenport. I'm going to follow her. Now, large group of Antifa Black Bloc marching in Seattle, protesting the Kyle Rittenhouse verdict. They're chanting, fuck Kyle Rittenhouse. Let's listen. Well, I didn't hear any fuck Kyle Rittenhouse there, but it definitely looks like there's going to be some shit going on in Seattle. Look at massive crowd of hashtag Black Lives Matter activists. Look at all these fucking dumb fists. Take the streets of Brooklyn, New York in response of the Kyle Rittenhouse case and chant, say his name, George Floyd. I was just literally making fun of these idiots for saying, say his name. Say his name. George Floyd! George Floyd! George Floyd! George Floyd! George Floyd! That's a lot of people, you know? That's a decent number of people, man. Black Lives Matter activists. Say his name, George Floyd, NYC. Why, guys, why the fuck are we talking about George Floyd, dude? Honestly, what does Kyle Rittenhouse have to do with George Floyd at all? Well, why the fuck are we still talking about George Floyd, right? A career criminal who put a gun to a pregnant woman's stomach, threatened to shoot her while he like stole her TV or some shit. Fentanyl in his system when he died, big contributing factor to his death. Resisted arrest, no doubt in anyone's mind. Do you deserve to die over fucking counterfeit bills? No. But it was a series of events that led up to that, including a lot of them that were his fault. Either way, why is he being held up as some sort of fucking hero? What is with these people that hold these losers? They are losers. People like George Floyd, people like Jacob Blake, they are fucking losers. They're scumbags. They're dirtbags. People like Joseph Rosenbaum, someone who raped 5 children, convicted, by the way. Someone like Anthony Huber, who held his grandmother at knife point because the house wasn't clean, threatened to kill her. People like Gage Grosskreutz, who lied several times about why he was there. He was not supposed to be concealed carried because his license got suspended after he was brandishing a firearm while he was drunk. Or at least maybe he was at least in possession of it while he was intoxicated, I believe, while he got a DUI, something like that. But a guy who lied over and over again, who's a wannabe commie bitch, and who tried to murder Kyle Rittenhouse. The common thread for all those three is they tried to murder Kyle Rittenhouse. Yet these people are heralded as heroes. What is wrong with them? Fucking Jacob Blake, dude. Facts, Ryan. Thank you, Kalela. George Floyd pointing a gun at a pregnant woman's belly is no hero. I agree. Should we listen to what Trump said? I have Trump pulled up. Here. I haven't even heard this yet. I just know he was on Ingram tonight. What is this? Oh, look at me. Look at that shit. That's new. The fuck? All right, that's cool. That's good to know. That's like how I usually kind of used to do my videos, actually. All right. Columbia Bugle. Shout out. Thank you, Columbia Bugle, for following me. President Trump's reaction to the full acquittal of Kyle Rittenhouse. Let's listen.
Mr. President, thank you for being here tonight. Your reaction to today's verdict.
Well, thank you, Laura. I think that it was a great decision. I was surprised it had to go this far. Somebody should have ended it earlier. And frankly, the case should have never been brought. It was prosecutorial misconduct, in my opinion. And there's plenty of it going on in this country right now. That was disgraceful. It was, if you're talking about innocence based on self-defense, this was the poster boy. I think he would have been dead if he had waited a quarter of a second when that gun was pointed at his head. That guy was going to pull that trigger. And literally, you're talking about less than a second. He would have been dead. There wouldn't have been a trial because they probably wouldn't have tried the person that pulled the trigger. So he was, I was very happy to see it. A lot of people were very happy to see it. Most people.
There you go. Can't deny that. And I do think it's important to note that President Trump, when first asked about this, we know what Biden's reaction was. When Biden was first asked about Kyle Rittenhouse, Biden said he's a fucking white supremacist terrorist. And he repeated that, I think, on stage. He's like, have you ever heard him say anything bad about white supremacists? I have. You know, talking about Kyle Rittenhouse. I think Trump's first reaction was something to the effect of, listen, they're investigating it. We've all seen the video. It looks like they were coming after him. It looks like they were trying to hurt him. You know, he might have died if he didn't do that. But, you know, they're investigating, so I guess we'll see. That's the more appropriate way to go about it. Is it true that Grosskreutz said he wished he unloaded his mag into Kyle? His friend who went to the hospital to see him after he got his bicep blown off like a bitch That guy said that he posted it to Facebook in the hospital and basically said his only regret is he didn't empty his mag in that little fucker or something like that. He posted that on Facebook. After this all blew up, he deleted that. And on the stand, he lied. He lied on the stand and said, no, I just made that up. Gage never said anything like that. Gage never said that. I just made it up. Why would you make something like that up about your friend? I don't know. I just made it up. That guy was clearly fucking lying. And it's not even a question. I got something else. Here. I showed this to the guys on Friday Night Tights, but I want to do it again. I want to do it again. I want to do it again. So it wasn't long after the verdict was in that we found out where Kyle Rittenhouse is going to be doing his first interview, and that's on Tucker Carlson. That's not really a surprise. I think it makes a lot of sense that Tucker was able to do, that Tucker was able to land this, but it looks like it had been in the work for quite some time. Jack Posobiec breaking, Tucker Carlson is making Kyle Rittenhouse documentary and has been filming this entire time behind the scenes. Let's watch this.
It's just stuff that keeps you up at night. Like, once you finally do get to sleep, your dreams are about what happened, and you're waking up in a dark, cold sweat.
Yeah. You had dreams about what happened?
Every single night. It's quite scary, actually, because the dreams feel so real. And they're not the same at all. They're all different. They're the different scenarios that run through your head during the day. Like, what could have happened? Like, I'm alive, but what could have happened? Like, what if I wasn't alive? Or what if I did let Mr. Rosenbaum steal my gun? It's those type of dreams. The outcome of it's bad, but almost every outcome is either me getting seriously injured or hurt or dead. Those are just the dreams I have on a daily basis.
The defendant will rise and face the jury and hearken to its verdicts.
State of Wisconsin versus Kyle Rittenhouse. As to the first count of the information, Joseph Rosenbaum, we, the jury, find the defendant, Kyle H. Rittenhouse, not guilty. As to the second count of the information, Richard McGinnis, we, the jury, find the defendant, Kyle H. Rittenhouse, not guilty.
How do you feel, man?
The jury reached the correct verdict. Self-defense is not illegal. And I believe they came to the correct verdict, and I'm glad that everything went well. And it's been a rough journey, but we made it through it. We made it through the hard part.
Well, and obviously, 14 months of that hanging over your head, that is the hard part. Kyle's not wrong about that. I do think there's going to be a lot more hard parts ahead. I think that people are going to have an interesting reaction to this, to the realization that a lot has been going on behind the scenes that is being filmed. I think it's going to be really interesting to watch, but I do think there's going to be people that come out and attack him because of it. There's people that are going to go after Tucker because of it. And I do wonder how that will play out. We've already heard something interesting from Kyle Rittenhouse's lawyer, Mark Richards. Now, I've levied a lot of criticism against Richards several times, like a lot of other people have. Ricada Stream has been doing an incredible job of that. But for some reason, I don't know why it keeps doing that, but for some reason, he decided to go on fucking CNN, which I think is a bad idea. There's Viva. Why in the name of God's green earth is Richards doing this interview? Brian Stelter tweets this out. A Tucker Carlson TV crew is embedded with Kyle Rittenhouse. Rittenhouse attorney Mark Richards tells Chris Cuomo he was against it. I did not approve of that. I threw them out of the room several times. So let's listen to this.
Word that you guys had a film crew embedded with you from Fox News, from Tucker Carlson. I want to know why that decision was made.
The fact that Richards even tried to say, I didn't have anything to do that right away, it's not a good thing.
I did not approve of that. I threw him out of the room several times. They were, and I'm not suggesting that Fox or some other network. I don't think a film crew is appropriate for something like this, but the people who were raising the money to pay for the experts and to pay for the attorneys were trying to raise money, and that was part of it. So I think, I don't want to say an evil, but a definite distraction was part of it.
Evil?
And I didn't approve of it, but I'm not always the boss.
Who were the people who were paying?
And that's why you shouldn't be answering these questions this way or talking to CNN, because this is going to like literally the dude has just been acquitted, and now you're about to sick this same mainstream media on him for this.
The people who were raising money, this defense was crowdfunded through donations.
But who were the people making the calls about who got to have access to the process?
Kyle's family and his advisor.
Were you worried that your client was becoming an agent of animus? You know, I mean, Fox News is one thing. I used to work there. Tucker Carlson is a different animal. You know what he means in the political dialogue. Were you worried that RIttenhouse was going to become kind of a stooge of that fringe of our political spectrum?
I had a talk with Kyle. You know, all I can say is what I say. And Kyle's going to have some hard choices in his life about the direction he goes and what he stands for. Those will have to be made by Kyle eventually. And as Corey and I told him yesterday while we were waiting alone for the verdict, he needs to learn how to take responsibility and to tell people no.
What the fuck is your point? He needs to learn how to take responsibility and tell people no. Bad look from Richards. Terrible look from Richards. Now, like I said, I do think that when I saw that there had been going on behind the scenes, that was surprising to me. When Richards says something like this and starts talking about money but doesn't get into any specifics, that opens the door for everyone to ask all these fucking questions that they don't deserve any answers to, especially people like CNN. But when I saw this going on, immediately I thought it was a bad call. I think he's trying to capitalize on his fame. Right now, I think this is the biggest point in Richards' life, obviously. He just won full acquittal on the biggest criminal defense case that we may have had in the last 10 years. It's huge. And now by trying to capitalize on that, I feel like he's throwing his client, or maybe former client at this point, under the bus a little bit. And I think it's really disgusting. And I hope it doesn't affect too much from Kyle going, or for Kyle going forward. I want Barnes' take on that now. Me too. I would love Barnes' take on that. All right. It looks like we have some protests going on, guys. We'll pull up some of these. Start looking at them. Start looking at the protests. Protests, hotests. Everywhere but Kenosha. Isn't it ironic? Kenosha's like, fuck, we already burnt this bitch down. We already burnt this bitch down in Kenosha. All right, let's go through these, start to take a look, guys. This might be a protest stream if stuff starts happening. Shit starts going down, it might be a protest stream. Did you guys hear that? Eli Rosenberg in Boston tonight. Couple dozen people protesting the Rittenhouse verdict. Walk through the back bay. Alone, Boston police SUVs following.
Ho, ho, Ho Chi Minh! Communism's gone away! Ho, ho, Ho Chi Minh! Communism's gone away! Ho, ho, Ho Chi Minh! Communism's gone away! Ho, ho, Ho Chi Minh! Communism's gone away!
What are they even saying? I can't even understand these dumb fucks.
Communism's gone away! Ho, ho, Ho Chi Minh!
Something they're talking about communism.
Communism's
Ho Chi Minh? It does sound like Ho Chi Minh. Communism, something, something. All right, that's not too bad. A couple dozen people. All right. Happening now in Chicago. Small protests. That could get out of hand in Chicago. That's for sure. They do have some police officers there. Not many. Not near enough, in all likelihood. Liz Sook of Oakland Rising. I don't know what the hell that is. Working to put the issues and agendas of low-income communities in color at the center of city's government. Sounds dumb as fuck. Leads a protest chant in front of Ron Dellum's building. Who's that? They're saying the Kyle Rittenhouse verdict in Kenosha defends white supremacy, fascism, and police violence. Of course it does. What does that have anything to do with police violence? Like, the Kyle Rittenhouse shit had nothing to do with Jacob Blake.
We are the people. 2! A little bit louder. 3! We want justice for our people. Let them hear you're all the way to Kenosha. Lift your voices now.
God, this shit's so cringe. South LA. Death to white supremacy. End racist capitalism with communist revolution. Look at this dude. This dude probably got fucking EBT in his pocket. Yeah, I'm sure he fucking doesn't like capitalism. Probably doesn't like to fucking work. Goes to 7-Eleven, tries to buy a fucking 40 ounce with his EBT card, in all likelihood. This fucking guy is probably homeless. The struggle continues. Hands up, don't shoot, I can't breathe. What the fuck does this have to do with anything? Barclay Center, that's Brooklyn.
The black liberation. The brown liberation. The queer liberation. The trans liberation.
They talk about trans liberation, gay liberation, black liberation. You just got a bunch of cucked out white people in the fucking front. These pieces of shit. Disarm, defund, abolish. Defund NYPD.
Everywhere we go, the pigs want to know who we are. So we tell them we are the people. The motherfucking people. Fighting for justice.
It's all white people, man. It's all fucking white people there. Do you guys see a black person? It's like, where's Waldo? There he is. So instead of playing Where's Waldo, we're playing Where's Jamal. There's Jamal. What the hell, dude? Nothing in Kenosha, though, as far as I know. It is a bad cadence. I agree, Shellback. It's a really bad cadence. I heard the Streamlabs donation. Mr. Grant Gregory for $6.66. There you go. Hey, bud, congrats on all your success. Your hard work has inspired me to keep doing what I'm doing. And big shout out to Steph. If you never need an MMA panelist for Sports Wars, hit me up. Well, thank you, Mr. Grant Gregory, for the Streamlabs. I'll try to keep that in mind. And yeah, Steph is awesome. Doing a great job modding in the first stream over here on Patriot Outpost. And I do think I got some super chats to catch up on, guys, since my super chat tab is broken. Let me pull it up in a different spot here. I switched my lighting up in here. I don't know if you guys can tell. I switched my lighting up just a little bit. All right. Where am I? Monetization. Supers. Let's track all of these. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for being very, very generous tonight. Let's see. Whoopa Troopa for $5. So Biden got his colonoscopy today. Does that mean he won't be able to talk out of his ass for a while? Hey, yeah, I think maybe he got one because when he took a shit in front of the Pope, it just didn't come out right. He knew there was something was clogged up back there. Thank you, Whoopa Troopa. Carrie Malone for $5. It's the same people who think Cuties is a great movie. Cheers, Ryan. You're not wrong, Carrie. Modalicious for $5. A milestone case. If he had been found guilty of anything, it would be law. If your daughter were assaulted, their gropist could sue if she fought back. Yeah, they basically tried to say that you have no right to self-defense in any way. In any way. Jake Lipinski said, thanks for giving us a platform. Yeah, of course. Of course. I'm glad you guys are able to speak in here. Like I said, I'm not going to censor anybody in here unless it's basically against YouTube terms of service. So you're just spamming the N-word. I don't really care. I thought something I would do, but we can't allow it to stay on YouTube. And then if you're just spamming, we'll probably time you out. If you keep spamming, we'll ban you. But other than that, you guys can say whatever the fuck you want in here. Where am I? Modalicious for $5. I said that one. Thank you. Fantastic Mr. Knox for Aussie $5. How the left thinks a pedo and an assaulter are heroes. Let's not forget Jump Kick Guy, all having long criminal records. Engage Grosskreutz as well. But yeah, you're right. All of them are evil fucking scumbags. All of it was built on a lie. Whoopa Troopa for $5. Imagine saying Kyle's a racist for shooting someone named Grosskreutz and Rosenbaum. Those names are so white it puts pepper on chicken to make it spicy. Thank you, Whoopa Troopa. Spider Unlimited for $5. Tune in next week for another spiral out of control episode of antics from the country's most berated comedy duo, Little Binger and Sauerkraus. Those guys have gotten hammered. Those guys have got absolutely fucking hammered. Rady, what's up, Rady, for $5? That screeching was Karen reaching for her final form. Yeah, that was not inspiring. That was not powerful. That was just cringe. Mike Hill for $5. I thought they were probably protesting LeBron James' appearance in Boston. Maybe. That's what I was saying. Ho Chi Minh. Yeah, there's I would protest LeBron James in Boston as well. Spider Unlimited for $5. Those are Brooklynites whose parents pay for their rent in art galleries. Yeah, it was a very strange assortment of people screaming about Black Lives Matter or whatever. Thank you, Spider Unlimited. Timon Flip for $2. Where are the Baldwin riots? Well, all he did was kill an actual innocent white person who wasn't at a protest burning dumpsters and shit. Good point, though, Timon. Evan Martin for Canadian $5. Today was a good day. Cheers. Today was a good day. Today was a good day. And I see, all right, Raging Rhino. Let's see. Raging Rhino sent a $2 super chat. Please check DMs. Send stuff you might want to show. I will check it out. I saw one of them. Yeah. This is the one I was looking for Trump. This is funny. Watch his shit.
Yours, Mr. President.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
It was a supporter of yours, Mr. President.
I'm just going to condemn the action.
It was a supporter of yours, Mr. President, who killed someone that is accused of killing two people.
It's also a supporter of yours saying, are you going to condemn the actions of vigilantes like Kyle Rittenhouse?
We're looking at all of it. That was an interesting situation. You saw the same tape as I saw. And he was trying to get away from them, I guess, it looks like. And he fell. And then they very violently attacked him. And it was something that we're looking at right now, and it's under investigation. But I guess he was in very big trouble. He would have been. He probably would have been killed. But it's under investigation.
Do you think private citizens should be taking guns?
I'd like to see law enforcement take care of everything. I think everything should be taken care of law enforcement. But again, we have to give our cops back, our police back their dignity.
Trump was right about Kyle Rittenhouse. No wonder the blue check marks are coping so hard tonight. Was that 14 months ago? Boom. Hashtag Trump was right. Thank you for sharing that, Rager. I shared a couple other things too. I got a lot of stuff coming in. Oh my God. Look at this fucking idiot. Look at this idiot. These are people that think the Rittenhouse trial was faked.
Tell me this dude's foot didn't just disappear on the Rittenhouse trial. Gone. Plus the audience isn't hardly moving at all. It looks like a recording on loop. Like they're barely moving. They all look dead. And then I see this dude's foot disappear. Here it is again. That's a green screen, bro. Here's the video slowed down. It looks like there's something blocking his foot. This is all a circus. It's just meant to distract you. You can't believe anything you hear anymore, man.
I don't know if this guy's for real or not, though. I don't know if that's a troll or not. It's tough to tell. I mean, that is weird, but I think it's just because of the really low quality camera. Like the really low quality camera. Activists and the revolutionary communists calling people outside for an actual revolution. Yeah, that was from earlier today. I got a bunch of... All right, we got some stuff that Steph has shared, basically about the Kenosha stuff. Looks like really nothing's happening in Kenosha. Honestly. Let's see. This happened a couple hours ago in Kenosha. Here, let's watch this real quick. Police take the woman into custody after making an arrest for writing in chalk on the courthouse steps. A crowd gathered around Kenosha police car on 56th Street, which is only a couple blocks as far as streetwise away from where the shooting happened.
I'm so mad. I'm really mad. I'm pissed. It's your turn, not a lot. I'm so mad. I smell pork. I smell pork. I smell bacon. I smell pork. Please back up. Thank you so much. Please, everybody, back up.
Went from 0 to 100, dude. Just like that. You're chilling, man.
What the fuck you doing?
God, imagine being around these losers. I think we should applaud the cops for not pulling out their guns and just going crazy. Because holy shit, these people are annoying to deal with.
Guys, back up.
I don't know if you could tell, but this dumb bitch is mad. She's been the one chirping like a bird, "I'm mad," for a minute.
Why is she being...
Man, this is fucked up.
What the fuck? Now, we do have an update on this individual, it looks like. Update. She's now been released. Says she received a $667.50 ticket for damage to property for chalk riding. For chalk? This seems a little funny. A Bernie hat, of course.
Sat in the back of that vehicle. Deputy Wilson then was on the phone right outside of the car with the door open. He said something about chalk and something about something about chalk.
God, this person has like crippling autism. Had no idea. Figured they'd just be a fucking normal loser. This person has crippling autism, very clearly.
Calling us cowards. It's in chalk. It says white supremacists are cowards.
That's what you wrote?
That is what I wrote. The officer identified with the message as if he had been called a coward. I then told him, I said white supremacists are cowards. I didn't say cops are cowards. I said white supremacists are cowards. That's when the officer began to backtrack. I don't understand why you guys are out here. It shouldn't be on the building. And then I was let go.
Yeah, no ticket or anything.
Oh no, I have a ticket. Oh yeah. I had to give my information. I got a $767.50 ticket.
God, that bitch needs to get fucking laid. Don't know if there's much hope of that though. Unless she goes with "I'm mad, girl," then maybe she'll have a chance. Now, these people are crazy. They're legitimately nuts. Chris Toki just said, haha, bitch. Oh, man. Michael Amato for $10. Hey, Ryan, I watch your content all the time on Sports Wars, and I'm a subscriber. Stumbled upon this channel. YouTube doesn't push it for some reason, but I just subbed here now. Love this channel too. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, I haven't, I only started it recently, and I don't really promote my shit a ton. I don't really promote my shit a ton on Sports Wars because I just never know how much crossover there will really be. But yeah, thanks, Michael. Appreciate it, buddy. It's funny that you found me over here as well. Ben for, fuck, I got the hiccups. Fuck. Ben for $9.99, a super sticker. It is a little hippopotamus man who puts his hat on backwards and just thumbs up. Cool. Thank you, Ben, for the $10 super sticker. Extreme Oompa is here for $10. Stupid, you never lets me know you're live. Hail, Ryan. Hail, Kyle. There is hope. Don't give up. Kyle's a huge white pill. Kyle is a huge white pill for society. He should be. It wasn't a hung jury. It wasn't a mistrial. It was a total acquittal. With all the pressure on the people of Kenosha, with all the protesters on the streets, with all this stuff, it couldn't have been an easy decision for the jurors. So I do applaud the jurors for coming to the right decision. You know, the right decision isn't the easiest one sometimes, and I don't think this was easy for them to do. But it's far preferable to sending an innocent person to jail for the rest of their life. Thank you, Extreme Oompa. Whoopa Trooper for 2. These bloodlines must not continue. Fuck. That you're goddamn right there. They need to stop breeding. An immediate halt. Yeah, I'll support like an executive order for something like that. I would sub, but Star Wars is gay. I don't really talk about Star Wars on this channel. So it's up to you, I guess. I think I'll be all right, though. I know I had a couple other... Oh, you guys want to watch Joy Reid? Should we watch some more Joy Reid? So Posobiec tweeted out that he expected Joy Reid to have an absolute meltdown over the Kyle Rittenhouse case. And evidently she has. I have not watched this clip yet, but Poso tweeted out, which usually means it's can't miss material. Joy Reid is in a hotel room, melting down on air, compares Kyle Rittenhouse to a slave catcher. What? All right. Look at the, first of all, look at this panel. Look at just, look at this panel, dude. All right, let's see what Joy Reid has to say.
I was not at all surprised. We've talked about this. I mean, this is what we expected to happen, because I think we have to keep in mind when we're watching the criminal justice system at work that it was designed to do exactly what it did today. Gun laws helped to enhance the design to allow this verdict to happen today. This country was built on the idea that white men had a particular kind of freedom and a particular kind of citizenship that only they have.
I love how this dumb fucking cuck is just nodding along like a dumb bitch wearing his 3-piece suit trying to look intelligent.
That gives, you know, from the slave catchers on, the right to inflict violence in the name of protecting property. That's like the foundational creation of the United States. So it would have been shocking. The real, as I'm glad you mentioned the Derek Chauvin verdict, that was the surprising verdict. This should have been unsurprising. But what I do think we have to...
So the criminal justice system is just completely flawed. Unless we get exactly the verdict we're looking for, then that's acceptable. Then that's an aberration. But other than that, it's completely flawed. And comparing Kyle Rittenhouse to the slave catchers for defending property. Kyle Rittenhouse was out there taking care of property, putting out fires. There's no doubt. But that is not why he shot people. He shot people because while he was putting out fires, they tried to murder him.
Think about is not only the families of the 2 men who died and the family of Mr. Grosskreutz. They are, you know, they should be in our minds right now because they suffered. And there have been a lot of white people who have, you know, defended Black lives and paid for it with their lives. That goes all throughout our history, going back to John Brown. You go through the Civil Rights Movement.
Yeah, Joseph Rosenbaum. Shoot me, N-word. Shoot me, N-word. Seems like a great hero for Black Lives Matter. These people are so stupid. People like Joy Reid are so fucking dumb. They continue to hold people up as heroes that the vast majority of people despise. If you actually want people to care about whatever movement you're doing, whatever stupid thing you're planning next, when you hold people like this up as heroes, George Floyd, Michael Brown in Ferguson, Joseph Rosenbaum, Anthony Huber, Gage Grosskreutz, when you hold people like this disgusting, vile human beings, Jacob Blake, up as your heroes, nobody wants to be a part of that. Because you've already displayed that you have no morals whatsoever.
But what I am concerned about is the precedent this sets for what people will believe that they can do under law when Black Lives Matter protests happen in the future. And that people may use this as an excuse to start going out of state and doing what this teenager did, believing that they'll get away with it. And in some cases, getting away with it.
These people are clueless. I hope Kyle sues the fuck out of all these people. I hope he absolutely obliterates them because they deserve it. MSNBC, who got banned from the courtroom after someone at MSC ordered a producer to send a reporter out there to try to dox and follow home all the jury members. Yeah, MSNBC is probably scrambling a little bit right now. You might want to back off on this type of rhetoric, MSNBC, before you really get yourselves in trouble. But I don't think they're going to stop somehow. Insane. Insane. Insane in the membrane. Insane in the brain. You guys are blowing it up today. Thank you. I wasn't sure if I was going to stream tonight. I think it was a really good decision. 200 people watching. 200. Spider Unlimited for $4.99. All they do is cover their faces, cowards, and sing bad nursery rhymes. Time to follow the money and stop the real culprits. A lot of this shit's organized. They got a lot of these things organized very quickly, didn't they? There's got to be money behind it. There's got to be money behind it. Michael Amaro for $20. How is a 17-year-old kid vilified in the corporate media for defending his own life, but thousands of people who violently assaulted innocent people and business owners and burned down sections of the city like here in Philly held as heroes? That's the thing. They're talking about these protests. These people are burning down people's property. Think about what Kyle Rittenhouse was doing for a moment. Can we put this in perspective that maybe an SJW will understand? Kyle Rittenhouse hasn't had the easiest life. Kyle Rittenhouse is a minority, Hispanic descent, living in a split family with his dad not really quite as in the picture as his mom is. His mom's a single mother struggling to raise a family. Moved to Antioch, Illinois, a little bit outside of where, most of Kyle's family lives, but still within driving distance, 20, 30 minutes or so. And, it wasn't easy for them, middle class, lower middle class family. But he had a lot of friends in Kenosha, spent a lot of time in Kenosha. Went to visit his dad there. His dad ran a business from there. He got a job in Kenosha where a lot of his family's at, his cousins. His aunt, his grandmother, all are from Kenosha, while his mother is trying to, do her thing as a single mom, at the time in Antioch, Illinois. And Kyle at 17 years old wants to do good. He wants to help people. He wants to help all people in his community, not just the white people, but the minorities too. He goes and he, gets graffiti off the high school in Kenosha. And when a local business owner, minority-owned business owner, in fact, run by two minority men that we saw, they lied in the trial, but despite that, we're aiming this at SJWs. A minority female businesswoman is listed as the official owner of CarSource, and all of their stuff, millions of dollars, destroyed during these riots, during these protests. Things, they've come to this country. They've worked hard for this country. This minority woman, she has worked hard to build up this small business and make it. The American dream all gets burnt down by rioters and protesters and looters and destroyed in a matter of hours. What does Kyle Rittenhouse do? Kyle Rittenhouse, Hispanic Kyle Rittenhouse. Kyle Rittenhouse goes to this minority-owned business and says, what can I do to help? Can I help you? Is there anything we can do? And they say, well, actually, yeah, there is. We need people to protect our stuff. Otherwise, we don't have anything left. So brave Kyle Rittenhouse. Borrows a gun from his buddy that had bought for him to use. So it was in the city of Kenosha in Wisconsin, never crossed state lines. But Kyle Rittenhouse does all of this for minority business owners, trying to protect the little that they have left. And then you have someone like Joseph Rosenbaum, a white person in Joseph Rosenbaum, convicted child rapist. Of course, all those white people, just like Joseph Rosenbaum, screaming the N-word at the top of his lungs all night. And then when Kyle Rittenhouse is trying to put out fires simply to save these this minority-owned business, their property, save what little they have left, put out a fire, he gets attacked by white man Joseph Rosenbaum, who's been screaming the N-word all night. Kyle runs away. He does everything he can to not have to shoot this dumb white man. But inevitably he has to defend himself. Don't you think that's a story the mainstream media should love? I don't know. I think it is. What if we put it to him that way? If I fucking wrote up an article like that and like sent it in, MSNBC, CNN, they'd fucking love that shit. But no. I want to know how the chat reacted to that. How do you put out a fire with a gun? He had a fire extinguisher. He had a gun in case anyone tried to kill him. Good thing he had the gun, huh? Luke Stone says about to head out. Had a great stream, Ryan. Free Kyle. Well, he's free as fuck, baby. Can we get me to 30 subs? Yeah, sure. Subscribe to Luke Stone. Oh my God. Dude, there's so much fucking Kyle Rittenhouse shit right now. Ex of man killed by Kyle Rittenhouse says she'd tell the shooter he's a coward. She was probably out there that night too. Emily Petty sobbed on a park bench across the street from the courthouse and said she'd tell the man who shot her ex, Anthony Huber, what she thought of him. I would say you're a coward. If you need a gun with that caliber, you're just a coward. I don't even want to get into ballistics. You know, like a 9mm handgun versus, you know, a .223. But I'm disgusted that he wouldn't look at the damage that he's done. Ugh. What a life they live. This is... One, she got a fucking lazy eye. Look at that shit. Two, they got paper plates and like fake candles. And this is like the best picture they have. Don't know about that one. Don't know about that. I'm not laughing at the dead. No. Maybe a little bit. All right, let's get back to some of these super chats, guys. Thank you, Michael, for that big $20. Spider Unlimited for $2. Fuck YouTube. Block my chats for saying how low IQs. Yeah, not a lot of low IQs in that group. You're not wrong about that. You're not wrong about that. She pegged him? Probably. Where's the beef? I think they were eating hamburgers. I don't know. Extreme Oompa for $10. Damn, typo. I meant YouTube never lets me know you're live. None of your channels or G&G or Gary, etc. But yeah, Holly Weird is melting down. It's amazing. Maybe you don't have like notifications enabled for YouTube on your phone, possibly. Maybe that's the problem. If you're not getting it from anybody, maybe like your actual app can't send push notifications to your phone. Maybe. But thanks for being here, Extreme Oompa. Michael Amato for another $5. Clearly, Joy Reid's makeup servants took the day off today. I wonder how many hours it takes them to make her look at best subhuman. Probably a lot. Probably a lot. Whoopa Troopa for $10. Last super chat before I blow all my money. Well, thank you for the super chats, dude. Can they shut up about state lines? My cousins cross state lines every day to go to school. My city's built on a state line. It's such a non-issue. It's maddening. I actually grew up 10 minutes from the Michigan state line in northern Indiana. And it was, I mean, I would say a couple times a month I went across state lines for like to go to a restaurant or like whatever. It's not a fucking big deal. Now, I will say if he had transported a weapon, you know, if he had transported a weapon, there could be some issues with that because there very well may be different laws in like state to state. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, that could be an issue, but it didn't happen. You know, even if it was a weapon where it would have been an issue, that didn't happen. That weapon was in Wisconsin, its entire existence. Something the mainstream media refuses to acknowledge. Fantastic, Mr. Knox. Whisper in the left's ear, Kyle is not guilty. Oh, I'm going to be trying to trigger as many people as I can over this shit. Yeah, exactly, Brian. Yeah, a 222 or sorry, a 223 is not like it's about the smallest ammo you could possibly fucking imagine. He didn't even have 5.56. He had 223. Gage was further away from Kenosha than Cobb. Yes, you're 1,000% right. Gage was about 50 miles away, I think, because he was closer to Milwaukee, if I believe, if I'm thinking of the geography right. And Kyle was like 20 miles away. So yeah, he didn't cross state lines though. Fucking dumb fucks. Google Andrew Coffey. He was found not guilty today. We talked about him, actually. I brought that up immediately as a BTFO to all these idiots. Yeah, the Full Metal Jacket stuff. Dude. Yeah. The Full Metal Jacket stuff is absolutely insane. Oh, yeah. Rhino is pointing out this. So GoFundMe took down Kyle Rittenhouse's defense fund. GoFundMe's terms of service prohibit raising money for the legal defense of an alleged violent crime. In light of the Kyle Rittenhouse trial, we want to clarify when and why we've removed certain fundraisers in the past. Now, this has not stopped GoFundMe, and they didn't let anyone reply. This has not stopped GoFundMe, right, from allowing them to raise money for Antifa people that are in jail for violent shit. Black Lives Matter people who have done fucking shit like that. But no, Kyle Rittenhouse to take down. So now they're trying to like justify all of their shit. We removed hundreds of fundraisers that we determined in violation of this longstanding policy. This is their way of trying to not get sued by Kyle Rittenhouse. That's basically what this is. That's basically what this is. Yeah, I saw Nick retweeted that. Let's see what Nick's up to, actually. God, the dude's at 76,000 followers. It's amazing now. That is absolutely amazing. He's talking to Tariq Nasheed. We gotta show this. Don't do that, you son of a bitch. This is an embarrassing analysis, even for you. Now, Tariq Nasheed, I'm convinced Tariq Nasheed's basically like a black supremacist and a grifter. I am convinced that Tariq Nasheed knows everything that he's saying out of his mouth is complete bullshit. Like, I 1000% believe it's bullshit. And but he is really hard on the troll. He just goes over and over again. I see Comics Divisions here. What's up, Comics? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. The fact that Kyle Rittenhouse said on video he wished he could shoot protesters, illegally obtained a gun, then proceeded to shoot and kill protesters, correctly assumed a white judge and law enforcement would be on code with him, proves white supremacy. Hashtag Rittenhouse verdict. Tariq Nasheed is he's not even a troll. He's a grifter because he's pretending to believe these things because he knows there's a lot of retarded people out there that'll believe him. Like, if you follow Tariq Nasheed for a couple days and watch what he puts out there, and I don't believe he's serious. Like, I think he knows he's outrageous. This guy, hold on. Tariq Nasheed one time called his dick a weapon of mass destruction. I'm not even fucking around. To the white race. Dick. Web. I never thought I'd Google this. Of mass destruction. Tariq Nasheed. Dick. Fucking Medicare did it though. Tariq Nasheed versus Jared Taylor. I gotta. Oh, this isn't it. Sorry, guys. I'm looking for this. It's an old clip. It's from like 2015 or 16. It is no, basically what Tariq Nasheed was saying, he was saying that people are scared of black people because black people are going to take all the white women and destroy the white race. That's what he said. And I think that, like, I think there's people that believe that shit, but I think he specifically knows that it's a troll. But yeah, he's a fucking idiot. I did see the statement the NBA put out. I did see the statement the NBA put out. I made a video for it on Sports Wars, actually. Ryan, invite comics into the stream. Comics, you want to come by for... I'm probably going to go for like 15 or 20 minutes. You can hop on if you want. But I'm pretty close to finishing it out here. Let me refresh here. Just bookmark it. Ugh. All right, let me catch up with some of these. Michael Amato for another $10. Thank you, Michael. Says, it's real simple state we're at in the U.S. You're either for freedom or you're not. Do you want to live in a permanent state of mandates or masks, the government boot on your throat, or stand up for what's right? Yeah, you're right. It's getting to that point, Michael. It's getting to that point. You guys like the Patriot Outpost merch? I know the mic's kind of in the way right now. We got the Patriot Outpost Teespring merch. I need to get more Teespring. I need to get more Teespring stuff up. Or TeePublic, not Teespring. Belay my last. TeePublic. Whoopa Troopa for $5. You used Full Metal Jacket rounds, but it wasn't cold that day, correct? Binger, probably. That's pretty funny. The Full Metal Jacket shit was crazy because, you know, I have a new mic. Actually, I have it hooked up. It's literally hooked up right now. You guys want to see? Hold on. Should we test it a little bit? Audio. Should we test it? Can you guys hear that? Does it sound different? Does it sound nice? What do you guys think? Mic check 1 2 1 2. I'm gonna listen to it now. Let me turn it on. How much different does it sound? Let's see. Check. Check. This is interesting. Now I'm listening to myself. All right, so you guys like it though. Real clear. That's good. I'm glad you guys like it. I have it set up and I have my Rodecaster set up. Massive difference. Hell yeah. But the last thing, I just didn't have time to set up the boom arm for it. So we'll probably do that. Now, if I, what if I start to do this? Is it take it away? Can you barely hear it at all? You can barely hear it at all. So it's much more directionally focused. All right. Balance it. Yeah, I don't really know. There's a clippy sort of edge to the mid-range. Okay. Yeah, I have to figure out exactly what I want to do with and how I set it up. But yeah, sounds like I'm down the hall. Good. That's good. All right, we're going to switch it back for the time being, but I'm going to try to get it set up tomorrow at some point, and I want to have it all ready to go for my stream on Sunday on my main channel. If you guys didn't know, I have my main channel, RK Outpost. Where the fuck am I going now? God, there's so many goddamn things. All right. There we go. Back. I know you guys got a taste of it. Now you're going to fucking want that all the time now. I'm glad I actually I could physically see the reaction of everybody, which was good. The day Kinnell loses his flow is the day my hair on my Biden bald head grow and escrow. My rhymes are being kept. If you put some music on, I'd probably be able to like a song that I knew I might be able to sing along to it or whatever. Rady said you're wearing your Patriot Outpost tee. Listen, y'all are supposed to promote. When I see Patriot Outpost tees, I fucking retweet. When I see RK Outpost, I retweet. I share on Instagram. You got to save that mic for your woman, says Snake Oiler. Okay. I don't know what that means. Ryan's just a mic tease. That's right. Yeah. Oh, so back to Full Metal Jacket shit. Yeah. The Full Metal Jacket stuff. Here's the thing. Oh, and I see Evan actually saying this right here. Got me a bottle of RIttenhouse Rye to celebrate. Cheers. Cheers, my friend. Full Metal Jacket versus Hollow Points. Dumb. Most 223 and 5.56 ammo is Full Metal Jacket. Hollow Points can't be used by military due to Hague Convention, so less common production. That's the thing. Hollow Point does more damage to people. So if they're trying to argue that if they're trying to argue that Kyle was out there to do as much damage to these people that he could, he would have used Hollow Point. But since they're trying to make the case that he didn't care about anybody, they said, you use Full Metal Jacket so it would go right through people and hit other people. It's so fucking dumb. Such a dumb thing where most actual normal people, if they heard that you were using Hollow Point, they would think you were out there to hurt people, which is why it's against the convention, Evan. Yeah, the CNN damage control stuff. Yeah, if you could get that to me. Thank you. Let me finish these super chats. I'm going to watch CNN, go into full meltdown mode, and then not full meltdown, but whatever. Supporter stream raw. Yes, Boba Fett. I'm going to do a private members only live stream over on my probably the main channel, unlisted, just for members only, and chat with you guys. Where did I go? Fantastic. Oh, Blue-Eyed Scorpion for $5. I hope he sues everybody, becomes a billionaire, then buys the Broncos. You want Kyle Rittenhouse to buy the Broncos, huh? That's interesting. That's interesting. Ryan Lewis says, hi, love your videos. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Spider Unlimited for $5. What about these masked cowards? They cross state lines to loot, burn, and harm. Loot, burn, and murder, that's for sure. Thank you, Spider Unlimited. Fantastic Mr. Knox for Aussie, $10. The left wants to use these invisible lines when it suits them if they want to accuse Rittenhouse of crossing state lines. And how about all those rent-a-coward, especially from Portlandia? Exactly. Exactly. Thank you, Fantastic Mr. Knox. Why specifically the Broncos? because he's a Bronco fan. Fantastic Mr. Knox being out is getting out of here. Have a good one, man. Thanks for hanging. Also there's a gun show, Central Orlando gun show in Orlando, 24th through the 27th of November or something. I'm definitely going to go there, and I'm definitely going to get an AR-15 while I'm down there. So, just for Kyle. Michael Amato for $10. I agree with you, Ryan. I don't believe many of these radical lefties believe anything that comes out of their mouth. SJW is $1 billion grift. So is race hustling. So many people getting rich. So phony. You are right, sir. You are right. Evan Wagler for $10. Got me a bottle of RIttenhouse Rye to celebrate. Cheers. Full Metal Jacket vs. Hollow Point's done. Oh, I fucking literally already read that. I was so excited to read it again, though, wasn't I? I was so excited. Oh, you guys want to go? Yeah, I can play that. This is like from a while ago. This is from like before Halloween. But we can play this. We can play this shit. God, I fucking hate when it does. You son of a bitch. I'll go Kyle Rittenhouse on this computer.
LGB. 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 LGB.
They say LGB everywhere I go. LGB. What it means, I don't know. LGB. Whatever it is. LGB. Kamala, help me, please. Please.
Alrighty then.
Thank you. LGB.
That's let's go, Brandon. Right?
LGB. This means let's go, Brandon.
Joe.
LGB.
Sounds like let's go, Brandon. I guess.
LGB. All right. Let's go, Brandon.
I am Cornholio.
Chant LGB. Right wing and left wing. LGB. Go, you know the thing. LGB. If you don't sing that back. LGB. And you ain't black. LGB. Let's go, Brandon. LGB.
Let's go, Brandon.
LGB. Let's go, Brandon. FJB. Let's go, Brandon.
I'm Joe Biden, and I forgot this message.
That shit's so good. That is so good. All right, I have one more thing, I think. Yeah. This is 1000% damage control by CNN. I think they realized they could have a big lawsuit on their hands. Like a big lawsuit. And they settled one with Sandman. And when they say this, they're going to be like, well, we just found all these facts. We didn't know these things before. So what did we do? We lied. We made things up. We assumed. We labeled someone a white supremacist. But now these things are coming out. Let's listen.
This jury saw fit. We learned a lot of things in this trial that we should sort of go over. And I was just kind of reviewing some of the things that we learned in the trial that were not necessarily public knowledge before that. One, there has been a lot of talk, especially by politicians, about where Rittenhouse was the night of this shooting. And it turned out he was already in Kenosha, that he had family here, including his father, that the gun was here in Kenosha. He did not bring that over state lines. It turned out during this trial that we learned that the gun that he had a hold of, he actually could legally possess, according to the judge and according to the law here, because of the measurements of the gun. Had it been shorter and a short-barreled gun, then it would have been illegal. But because it wasn't, the judge said that that needed to be thrown out. And indeed, that charge of a minor in possession of a gun illegally was thrown out in this case. The jury only looking at those who were injured, those who were endangered, and those who were killed the night in August that Rittenhouse ended up shooting people. We also also learned that he was working here that night, that he had stayed over that night here. And we saw some video of, for example, Joseph Rosenbaum, the first.
I forgot to say this earlier, but is this a juror? Is this the foreman that reads it? Because it's not the clerk. The clerk is still sitting down. The clerk actually has gray hair, I believe. You could see her in a different shot right there. Like, I don't think that's the same person
that he shot and killed. We saw drone
because they're not moving the head in the same way. This is a different person. This is the clerk. I think this is the juror, and I don't know. I don't know if they were supposed to like televise this like this. I didn't notice it in Nick Rekieta's feed, in like the court TV feed or whatever, but from CNN and Fox News, I saw it, and I don't know what that means.
Joseph Rosenbaum, the first person that he shot and killed. We saw drone video, high-resolution drone video that did not come into this case until 5 days into this trial, and that is under contention. There was a mistrial requested because of both what the defense called prosecutorial overreach, and they said they were going to file about this video that appeared very late in the game, the high-resolution version of it. But now none of that matters. They're certainly not going to ask for a mistrial after their client has been acquitted in this case. But we did learn a lot of things from that video because it was very clear what was going on. There was a video of Rosenbaum chasing after Kyle Rittenhouse during this time.
Someone said you thought the woman was the clerk. So, and that's the thing. That's what I said too. But like this, oh, you're right. That is the attorney. That is the clerk. You guys are 100% right. That's Kyle's attorney. That is the clerk. All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys.
Very clear what was going on. There was a video of Rosenbaum chasing after Kyle Rittenhouse during this time when he had his gun. And at one point, Rittenhouse levels his gun at Rosenbaum. Rosenbaum continues towards him. And as he gets close to Kyle Rittenhouse fires his gun several times. We learned also in the trial that he was hit 4 times.
Well, a lot of that was available. Like, a lot of that shit was available already. Like, Drew Hernandez's footage showed how close Rosenbaum was. It showed it. Come on.
Times, and obviously this is a AR-style rifle that has the capability of firing very quickly. But we have also learned that in this case, we saw one of the only person who was shot and did not die that night from Kyle Rittenhouse's gun. And we heard from Gage.
There's another section of this too. Hold on. I haven't heard this part yet.
Kyle Rittenhouse fires his gun several times. We learned also in the trial that he was hit 4 times. And obviously this is a AR-style rifle that has the capability of firing very quickly. But we have also learned that in this case, we saw
an AR-style rifle that has the capability of firing very. It's a semi-automatic. It can fire exactly as fast as a pistol can. Depending on what type of trigger, I suppose, you have. But, I mean, the fucking difference is negligible.
The only
AR-style rifle.
Only person who was shot and did not die that night from Kyle Rittenhouse's gun. And we heard from Gage Grosskreutz, and this was a pivotal moment in the trial, hearing from the one defendant who was shot but survived Kyle Rittenhouse shooting at him. And he said that when asked whether or not Kyle Rittenhouse shot at him when his hands were up, he said no. And then he was asked by the defense, did you point your gun at Kyle Rittenhouse and then he shot you? And he said correct. That was a big moment for the jury for sure, because that could be self-defense, and that indeed is what the jury decided. When you go through each one, Anthony Huber, who was also shot before Grosskreutz, he had a skateboard and he attempted, and you can see on the video, hitting Kyle Rittenhouse. Now, the prosecution has maintained that they said that the people that chased after Kyle Rittenhouse after he killed Joseph Rosenbaum were simply doing so because they thought they had a mass shooter on their hands and were trying to stop him. But the jury clearly thought that in this case, after Kyle Rittenhouse tripped and fell and turned his gun and people started coming at him, that he was only defending his own life or from great bodily harm. And that is what they have decided. Of course, this case has a lot of tentacles. It is not just what is going on inside of that court. This has been a political football, if you will. It has been, the right has looked at Kyle Rittenhouse this whole time as a hero. The left often, or the far left, has looked at Kyle Rittenhouse.
Oh, really? So the right has looked at him as a hero, but it's only the far left. All right.
As a devil, and it has just gone back and forth. If you look at anything online, you will see for and against, and it is pretty clear that people are sticking to their sides, but they were not in this court, and many folks did not watch this trial. We did. We were in court watching every second of it, and the jury looked at all of the evidence. We know they looked at it hard because this is the fourth day of deliberations. They have deliberated more than 24 hours over the past 4 days, and so they looked at everything. They
yeah, it's definitely trying to cover all of their bases and try to set the narrative that all this stuff has just come out. You know, we didn't know it before. We didn't know it before. Fucking ridiculous. I saw a super chat. Fuck. From Radio right here for $10. Cheers to you in the immense day that it's been. It's been a crazy day. It's been a crazy fucking day. Thank you very much, Rady. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. You guys are awesome. We have just had a great, fantastic fucking first ever stream on Patriot Outpost, which tells me we need to do it more often. That's what it tells me. Tells me we need to do more streams. Do more streams on Patriot Outpost. Do more streams everywhere. Do more streams. That's what it tells me. Blue Eyed Scorpio for $5. I would actually sue and have the payout be that CNN has to do at least a month of hourly retraction and admittance of false reporting. Yeah, I agree. It's a good idea, Blue Eyed Scorpio. A gun show meetup in Orlando, says Evan. It's a good idea, motherfucker. That's a good fucking idea, dude. Thank you. Hold on. Take a fucking mental snapshot of that so I fucking remember. Well, shit. Extreme Oompa for $50. Can't really deny that shit. More streams. Yes. More streams, Extreme Oompa. You are correct. We need more streams. $50 is, yeah, that's going to be a convincer all the time. Thank you for being very, very generous, my man. Appreciate it, brother. Appreciate it. $50. Damn. This is the first live stream for reals. Yeah, first live stream on this channel. I kind of, for both my gaming channel and this channel, I didn't want to do a live stream. I kind of wanted just like a personal fucking goal was just to get it monetized without live streaming, which I think, as a lot of people know, it's a little kind of tough because the live stream can get you watch hours, but it's just a goal I had and I wanted to do, and we knocked it out. So this is the first time I've actually got around to streaming, which is crazy. Yeah. So a couple things for those of you guys that are here. If you want to, if you want to take part in these meetups, if you want to know what's going on, I'm most active on Twitter. Definitely most active on Twitter. I think my Twitter's linked in there. Please follow me there. Follow me on Instagram as well. And of course, subscribe to my other channels. I've got my main channel, Ryan Kinnell, RK Outpost. I've got RK Outpost Live, which I don't do as much shit on there, honestly, as I used to. I got RK Outpost Gaming, which I don't do a ton on there either. And of course, I have this channel. If you care about sports, check out Sports Wars. Check out Sports Wars. $2 from Michael Amato. Hit those likes, peeps. Ryan working OT for us. I am. It's 2 a.m. and I actually slept decent last night, but I am looking to go to bed pretty soon. I'm fucking tired, bro. But thank you, Michael. Blue Eyed Scorpion for 2, like no streams, delete your channel. Fortunately, money talks. The 50 is gonna beat the $1.99, although I do appreciate every contribution, Blue Eyed Scorpio. And I know that if I actually do that, you'd be sad as fuck. You'd be sad as fuck. The God MC just found out you're a Navy veteran. I am. Yeah, I am indeed a Navy veteran. I got out a couple months ago. I spent 11 years. 11 years in the Navy. Yep. Never got any boxing on Sports Wars. No, I don't. I didn't get any boxing on Sports Wars. I don't know a ton. Whoopa Troopa right there. Whoopa Troopa says it, so I don't have to. He's my spokesperson right here. It's my spokesperson. Brian McCann. What was your rank, Ryan? My rank was E7. My rate was electronics technician. So E7 in the Navy is chief petty officer. I was an ETN, which is electronics technician, nuclear. ETNC was my full rating when I got out. Bird up for $2. Thanks for the great stream, brother. Cheers. Yeah, I'll finish off the last of this right here. There you go. Fucking caps on that. I was like, what the hell? Oh, sailors love Cannon Boy. Oh, people are saying all the Navy gay shit in the chat. The sub guys are the real gays. You should chat with Sub Brief sometime. He does Navy news and is a former sonarman. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, I'm not familiar with him, but yeah, I might like to talk with him at some point. I was a surface guy, and I stayed in the middle of the ship working on nuclear reactors. Basically my story. Misha Tate's fighting. Yeah, I'm actually kind of excited about that. I like Misha Tate. I like to watch Misha Tate. So, bring back the green screen? Fuck you. I'm not bringing back the green screen. I hated that shit. And it was like, it like didn't even fit with what I had going on. So it was like weird. I fucking hated it. I fucking hated it. I was 1 step away from being Master Chief in Halo. I was actually 2 steps away. 2 steps away. Senior Chief, then Master Chief. All right, guys. That's about any hockey news in Sports Wars. I don't know. I don't know if we've had anything hockey, like real hockey related lately. I try to keep up with stuff as best as I can. Basically, I just do Sports Wars now. I got my fucking silver play button right there, bitches. Silver play button for 100K on Sports Wars. Suck my dick. Excited about that. Jeff Stamper said, you were nuke. Very quiet. Almost qualified for that. Only got a 90 on the ASVAB. So ended up going DS. Dead rate now. Yeah, I got, I was fortunate enough to get a 99 on the ASVAB, which did auto-qual me. So that was nice. Didn't have to do any further tests or anything like that. But, yeah, man. Dead rate. There's a lot of dead rates in the Navy. Or that were in the Navy at one point. But, all right, guys. That's going to be it for us. We're actually going to end the stream. Should we end with Alex Jones? We've got to do this. Where's the actual new daily reminder? Let's go, Brandon. That's right. Let's end with Alex Jones. in his best form as a folk song. Look at this. I could just do this. Look at that.
The company store, the paradigm of absolute control. And that's why we're just out here doing simple things, pointing out that we're meant to be in nature and be natural. And this is where we find the source that God made to transcend the New World Order. And that's why they want to try to keep us out of it.
I'm angry. I've had enough of these people. They're a bunch of Christian murder scum. They're on giant death factories keeping babies alive. Selling their body parts. What more do you need to know about these people? I go out and face these scum. They literally crawl out from under rocks. They have green looking skin. And they run around screaming, we love Satan.
We want to be babies. I have them on video.
Hillary's in the creepy, weird, sick stuff, man. She sleeps in the same room with that creepy, weird woman whose mother wears a hood over her head.
What the hell?
That woman number one is ugly. Imagine how bad she smells, man. I'm told her and Obama just stink.
Obama and Hillary both smell like sulfur.
Literal vampire pot belly goblins hobbling round coming after us. My spirit gets close to that evil and I feel it go. We're such self-centered crap. We don't even notice hell itself rising up against us. Millions upon people of the very worst type, and I'm so pissed. We're gonna stare your daughter at the mall. We're gonna stab your wife, your son. Ooh. We're gonna stab you with a butcher knife, and then the police chief is gonna say, we love our Somalis, we love our Muslims. Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so sweet.
I was watching Fox News as I worked out this morning.
All right. There you go, guys. I will talk to you later. Peace.